Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be making a bear bait can, and we'll take you through step by step on how to do that. It's a little windy outside, so I'm in the greenhouse right now. That's the barrel. It's a 55-gallon plastic barrel. So obviously you're going to need a barrel of some sort. It could be any size, 30-gallon, 50-gallon, 55-gallon. You could do plastic, you could do steel. For the plastic barrel, I've got a couple different supplies. So we got some of these eye bolts and some big old washers, a couple of clips, and 6 feet of chain around a tree. With what we're going to do it a couple of different ways, and we'll see how this works. We've used these plastic barrels before, but the bears do rip into them. Sometimes they keep, sometimes the bears destroy them. We'll see how it works this year. But we've had luck with them in the past, even if they wreck them a bit. Not a big deal. Alright, I'm going to show you how to set it up and we'll go from there. So this barrel's got a lid attached to it, which is kind of nice. Some of them don't have lids like that. Sometimes the bears will tear into them, sometimes they won't. If you have a steel barrel, you want your hole to be relatively small, honestly, like the size of a baseball or softball. About that big. Believe it or not, that's big enough for bears to get the stuff out of there. You don't want them to sit there and eat it a whole bunch. With a plastic barrel, because they'll tear it up, we want our hole to be quite a bit bigger, because he's gonna tear into that hole if it's too small, and they'll start chewing it apart. So we want to give them enough of a hole that it deters them from destroying the can completely. So I'm gonna go about that big, which is approximately 6-inch diameter-ish, give or take. There's no science to this, but decent enough hole that they could reach their paw in. And then I'm gonna drill a bunch of little holes around the bottom, just in case some of the stuff starts rotting and leaking out, or if it rains inside the can, the water can come out. So we'll do probably 4 holes around the bottom just with a drill, and I'll kind of show you what we're gonna do here in a minute. All right, we're gonna use my Sawzall to saw through that hole. I'm going to kind of cut the video a little bit as I'm doing it so you don't have to watch the whole thing. So I'm just going to saw through that hole. Okay, we're going to drill 4 holes in the bottom. I might do maybe a few more. So this is just to let stuff leak out. Oil, grease, all kinds of stuff that we bait bears with. So I'm going to punch a couple holes in there. Yeah, we might do a few extra holes because these are pretty small. One more. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let Kobe do this last one. Did you shut it off? Alright, now that we got our holes where we can let the fluid kind of leak out, we're going to make some holes on the side for our eye bolts. So we want to set them kind of far enough apart that the bear's not going to completely destroy it. So I'm going to set them probably one way over here and one way over there, and kind of offset them a little bit, just in case that bear gets a good grip on it. They're pretty strong animals. I've seen them pull a pin on a lock, and I got these big old washers to hold this in place. Okay, so we're gonna drill a couple more holes and go from there. I bought super thick eye bolts, so we got to get the giant old drill bit out. Alright, I misjudged. We gotta go even thicker. Alright. We just got that eye bolt in there. It's super tight. So instead of making that hole real loose, we're just gonna screw it in. You can see that big old washer that we got in there too. That washer is going to be super important, so that bear just can't yank that eye bolt right out of there. Alright, and then we're gonna put a washer and a nut on the inside of the can too. Alright, so see that eye bolt is in there, and on the inside of the can we cinch that down with a pair of pliers, and there's another big old washer in there. I bought kind of a long eye bolt, which it's going to get filthy with all the food that's going to be in that bait, but that way the bear hopefully shouldn't be able to yank it out. Alright, we're going to do another one. Getting that second eye bolt screwed in. Alright, now we have our two eyelets right in there. We're going to grab the chain and I'll show you how we hook her up. So, pretty simple. And grab the chain. I got a big piece of chain. This is a 6-foot piece of chain. Probably a little bit long, but we could always shorten it up when we're in the field. But I like having a lot of chain. So that way you could actually wrap it around a tree once or twice. And then we're hooked into the eyelet. And with that big old piece of chain, sometimes what we'll do is we'll take it and we'll wrap it around and we'll put another D-loop in there. Go ahead and hook a D-loop in there.
Right here?
Yep. That way if a bear snaps it, you still have another added piece of security. Alright, there you have it. There's our bear can. Now all we got to do is throw the lid back on and we're ready to hunt. Alright, bear can's all set up. We just got to haul it up on top of the mountain and fill it up with bait and we're ready to hunt. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'll try to answer them. And please give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you for the next video.